6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Ukraine have agreed to expand cooperation in all areas of mutual benefit, including trade, investment, agriculture, and food security. Speaking at a joint news conference along with his Ukrainian counterpart in Islamabad today, Foreign Minister said building trade and economic ties is a priority area for Pakistan. 4 people, including 2 police personnel, were martyred in a bomb blast in Bada Bazar of District Khyber today. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, dozens of youth have been arrested during cordon and search operations. Nawab of Junagadh, Sahibzada Muhammad Jahangir Khanji, passed away in Karachi today. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 4 wickets in first cricket test at Galle today, taking 1-0 lead in 2-match series. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and Ukraine have agreed to expand cooperation in all areas of mutual benefit, including trade, investment, agriculture, food security, defense cooperation, cultural exchanges, and people-to-people contacts. This development came during a joint press conference of Foreign Affairs Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and his Ukrainian counterpart Dmitro Kuleba in Islamabad today. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari emphasized the importance of peaceful resolution of disputes and conflicts through dialogue and engagements. He said building bilateral trade and economic ties is a priority for Pakistan. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said during the meeting the current Ukrainian situation was also discussed, and he expressed Pakistan's deep concern at the prevailing situation and offered condolences on the loss of precious lives and immense human suffering. The Ukrainian foreign minister said that both sides agreed to reinvigorate the bilateral mechanisms as both looked forward to holding the inaugural meeting of the Ukrainian and Pakistani Commission for Economic Cooperation. Pointing to importance issue of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, Dmitro Kuleba said during the meeting he briefed the minister about the Russian withdrawal from this initiative and about its consequences for global food security. An accountability court in Lahore today acquitted Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif and former Chief Minister Punjab Hamza Shehbaz in a 7 billion rupees money laundering case. The accountability court, announcing the reserved verdict, said that it has no other choice except to acquit the accused, as NAB did not find anything against them. The NAB investigators also confirmed that no evidence was found against the accused. 4 people, including 2 police personnel, were martyred, while 7 others injured in a bomb blast at the Tehsil compound in Bada Bazar of District Khyber today. According to Rescue 1122, rescue teams have shifted bodies and injured to a local hospital and Hayatabad Medical Complex, Peshawar. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has strongly condemned the blast in Bada Bazar in District Khyber of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In a statement, he expressed deep grief and sorrow over the martyrdom of 2 police personnel in the blast incident. The Prime Minister directed the relevant authorities to provide the best medical facilities to the injured. He said the police personnel halted the suspects by risking their lives and foiled the nefarious intentions of the terrorists. He said the whole nation paid tribute to brave troops of police. The federal government, under Article 245 of the Constitution of Pakistan, has decided to deploy army in all 4 provinces, Gilgit-Baltistan and Islamabad Capital Territory during Muharram ul-Haram. According to a notification issued by the Ministry of Interior, decision about deployment of army to aid the civil administration has been taken following the request of provinces. The ambassador of Syria to Pakistan, Ramiz Al-Arai, called on Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Kar in Islamabad today. During the meeting, they discussed bilateral relations and opportunities for enhancing cooperation in diverse fields, including trade, commerce, and people-to-people linkages, especially facilitation of Pakistani Zaireen visiting Syria. The induction ceremony of two newly constructed Type 054 AP frigates PNS Shah Jahan and Tipu Sultan was held at Karachi. Minister for Defense Khaja Muhammad Asif was chief guest on the occasion. The ships are fitted with state-of-the-art weapons and sensors having capability to undertake naval operation under a multi-threat environment. The induction of ships in the PN fleet will significantly enhance the combat readiness of Pakistan Navy. This is Radio Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, dozens of Kashmiri youth were arrested today during cordon and search operations by Indian Forces personnel and dreaded investigation agencies in different areas of the territory. The personnel of Army, Central Reserve Police Force, Police and National Investigation Agency arrested the youth in Srinagar, Islamabad, Pulwama, Shopaiya, Kulgam, Rajouri, Poonch and Kathua districts. Members of civil society and political experts, while talking to media persons in Srinagar, said that deployment of more than 1 million Indian troops has turned territory, especially the Kashmir Valley, into an open-air prison. Meanwhile, the BJP-led Indian government is planning to remove world-famous literature of Kashmiri writers Agha Shahid Ali and Basharat Peer from curriculum of University of Kashmir on the plea that such resistance literature sustains plebiscite and Azadi mindset among Kashmiri students. National Conference leader and member of Indian Parliament from the Kashmir Valley, Hasnain Masoodi, in a statement said that back-to-back attacks in Kashmir pose questions to the Modi government's normalcy mantra. On the other hand, Azad Jammu and Kashmir Bar Poonch Division has submitted a memorandum to the United Nations Military Observers Group addressing the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to play his role in granting the Kashmiris their birthright, the right to self-determination. The memorandum was presented by the Secretary General of Bar Poonch Division, Sardar Bilal Shakil Khan, advocate to the United Nations Military Observers Group in Rawalakot. Nawab of Junagadh, Sahibzada Muhammad Jahangir Khanji, passed away in Karachi today. On behalf of Government of Pakistan, Ministry of States and Frontier Regions has expressed deepest condolences on the death of Sahibzada Muhammad Jahangir Khanji. It would be worthwhile to mention that grandfather of Nawab Jahangir Khanji, Nawab Mahabat Khan, as the ruler of Junagadh state, had signed an instrument of accession to Pakistan on 15 September 1947. Nawab Jahangir Khanji made tireless efforts and struggled to highlight the issue of Junagadh's liberation from Indian occupation at all international forums. Iraq has warned that it would sever diplomatic ties with Sweden if a second Quran-burning act allowed in Stockholm. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudan, in a statement, said they have informed the Swedish government through diplomatic channels that any recurrence of the incident would necessitate severing diplomatic relations. Earlier, Prime Minister met with senior security and diplomatic officials after Iraqi protesters today stormed and set fire the Swedish embassy in Baghdad to protest the Quran burning. Israeli forces have martyred one Palestinian and injured at least 4 others during a raid in the occupied West Bank city of Nablus. The Palestinians' health ministry said 2 of the 4 wounded are in critical condition. Russia has warned that from today, any ships traveling to Ukraine's Black Sea ports will be seen as possibly carrying military cargo. The announcement came after Ukraine said it was setting up a temporary shipping route to try and continue its grain exports following Russia's pullout of the Black Sea grain deal. Meanwhile, Russia struck residential buildings today in a third straight night of bombardments of Ukrainian ports. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka by 4 wickets in the first cricket test in Galle today, taking 1-0 lead in two-match series. The score: Pakistan 441 and 133 for 6, Sri Lanka 312 and 279. For Pakistan, Saud Shakil was declared player of the match, who scored 208 runs in the first innings and 30 in the second innings. The second test match will be played in Colombo on Monday. And finally, the weather. Rain, wind, thundershower is expected in Punjab, Islamabad, Pothohar region, northeast and south Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. Heavy falls are also likely at isolated places in Kashmir, northeast Punjab, upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and eastern Sindh during the forecast period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.